Today, we're
Good.
joined by four-time Olympic gold medalist Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone and her father, Willie McLaughlin, a three-time All-American track star and heart transplant recipient, who are helping to launch On Track with HCM, a new awareness campaign, the most common inherited heart disease. HCM is a chronic cardiovascular condition that can affect people of any age and often goes undiagnosed. They're here to share their family's journey and help people better understand the everyday realities of living with HCM. Good morning to both of you.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Morning. Sydney, you're a four-time Olympic gold medalist, world record holder, and now recently won gold at the 2025 World Athletics Championships. How did it feel to achieve that milestone?
It's a huge blessing and an honor. I was very excited to step into a new event and just grateful to represent my country and be able to bring home the gold.
Now, Sydney, what can you tell us about this campaign and why you're involved?
Yeah, On Track with HCM is an awareness campaign in collaboration with Cytokinetics, where we are just bringing support and awareness to those who might also be navigating the disease.
Willie, what has been your experience with HCM?
My experience with HCM started a few years after I graduated college as a college athlete at around age 25. I went to a routine physical and my doctor determined that my EKG reading was abnormal. So he referred me to a cardiologist who did an echocardiogram to determine that I had hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, or HCM. And for those who don't know what HCM is, it affects the heart, which is a muscle, and the thickness of the walls of the heart gradually get thicker over time, affecting the functioning of the heart. And over time, you start to experience symptoms such as fatigue, shortness of breath, irregular heart rhythm. And with me at age 25, I experienced none of those symptoms. My symptoms didn't occur until many years later. When I reached near 40 years old, I started experiencing those symptoms that I just mentioned. And I thought, maybe I'm just out of shape or just a bit overweight, but it happened to be HCM. And I realized my brothers also had it. So as you mentioned, HCM is commonly underdiagnosed and it's also hereditary. So my symptoms increased over time till I got to the point where I required a life-saving heart transplant back in 2021.
Sydney, what are the parallels in managing challenges and tracking as a family member of someone living with HCM?
Yeah, both in track and, in life, and those who are dealing with HCM, there's going to be hurdles. There's going to be highs and lows, and at times there's going to be challenges you face. But I think the biggest thing we're trying to share today is that it doesn't have to be a solo race. It can be a relay. You can have the support of friends and family and a care team and those around you to help go through this. And so there's resilience, there's just encouragement that we're trying to give to anyone who either has the disease or is not sure. And that's why we have the resources available with the website ontrackwithhcm.com, where we have video modules talking about not only my dad's journey, but also just resources available to those who might be in need of them.
Willie, what do you hope people take away from this campaign?
I think what Sydney mentioned, that it is a relay and it is a journey, because when I was diagnosed, there was no internet. So I had no resources to be able to learn about the disease and learn about support organizations, because it affected my life, in a number of different ways. And I was kind of out there alone. And I want people to understand that there is hope, that there are other people with the disease, and there are resources that you can go to learn more about the disease in terms of how to manage it on a day-to-day basis, and also in terms of getting screened for it as well. So we're really excited to be able to launch this campaign, to be able to bring this to people.
Sydney, one last question for you. How did your dad inspire you to be a track star?
Yeah, my dad and my mom both were amazing runners. My dad ran the 400, my mom ran the 800. So I'm a perfect mixture as a 400 hurdler. But all of my siblings and I ran. And so I think, we've always been a track family. They've loved it since before we were born. And so it's very natural and fitting that that's where we kind of ended up. But I think my parents just always supported me in pursuing my dreams and never pressured me, but just wanted me to be the best at whatever I'm trying to do. And so it's exciting to see, you know, both of them as runners and enthusiasts of running get to support me in my journey now.
So Willie, how much did you tell her about track? How much did you help her train, and what did you tell her? Hey, this is what you need to do.
What we did, we let them all compete in all different sports, but underneath we just hoped that they would select track. I coached her up until the point where she, was at high school, and then I had to release her to the wild, and the rest is history. But we always wanted them to run track, but we just couldn't force it. So we just let them be exposed to every different sport that was out there, and just hoped underneath that they would select track.
So once she selected track, how proud were you?
I'm proud no matter what. We're always proud of all our kids, and we were just so excited. And as you can see, she's definitely a special athlete.
Definitely. She's got that smile too, just like yours. So yeah, definitely. Sydney, Willie, thank you so much for joining us and talking about this. Great talking with you. Thanks again.
James,
Thank
we
you,
appreciate it.
James.
Thank you for having us on.